الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the nur of the heavens and the earth, the light of the heavens and the earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also made our spiritual realm made of nur. Our spirit is made of nur. And what nourishes our spiritual world is also the nur. And that nur is the Quran. And why the Quran? The Quran is the constitution, if you will. It is the guidance, the divine gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to our spiritual nourishment. And with that guidance comes the righteousness of our limbs, of our thoughts, of our behavior, of our moral compass, of our well-being altogether. And subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls us to excel in learning more, implementing what we learn, and that is the cycle of growth. And it is the cycle of generating the nur from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the guidance of Al-Quran and the guidance of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. However, not everybody gets to really excel unless if you know the hurdles. It is very important to know what to do, but at the same time to be aware of the things that prevent you from progressing, from climbing the ladder, from improving. 4 hurdles. One are actually the whims and desires that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set in place as a test for us. We have the whims of our the luxury of what we're looking for also in the life of this world. We have our whims and desire, whether that is eating, drinking, marriage, offsprings, wealth, name it. These are all desirable things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said as tests for each and every individual on that journey of righteousness, a journey of nourishment of our souls. So the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can be prevented. There's nothing that can stop our nur, or the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to meet with the nur in our spiritual realm, in our hearts, except these 4. 1, the whims and the desires. 2, the beauty of this world. Hence, the majority of our investment in the life of this world, in the materialistic gains, whether that is our power, wealth, homes, transportation, offsprings, name it, all the materialistic possessions, they consume so much of our thoughts and efforts and energy. Hence, the investment in gaining the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nourishing that soul, becomes the casualty. And that investment in the materialistic gains comes at the expense of ignoring the needs and the nourishment of that spiritual side of us. The third is heedlessness. Heedlessness is a very dangerous thing. And that is when we don't even know what we are seeking in the first place. We are ignorant about it. Or we know what to do, but then again, shaitan comes and get us busy with so many things but what we're supposed to invest in. And that is the work of investment towards our soul. This is in no way to say that we should ignore investment in the materialistic achievements. The beautiful balance is to combine both. You chase after both, but not at the expense of one over the other. The 4th are the sins. And these are 4 different hurdles that would prevent the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to penetrate into our realm of the soul, and hence what would affect and improve our well-being, whether that is on the level of our relationship with Allah, on the level of our behavior with others, or about about the realm of our moral compass individually. All of that can be achieved in a divine and a beautiful way should we seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help in removing these hurdles and curbing them to where you are aware of them and you're intentional on how to deal with them without dismissing them. You're part of the life of this world. You live in the life of this world. You have to interact in the life of this world, and this is part of the journey and the test. The beautiful thing about it is you can be part of it, but by having a balance of being part of it and being successful in putting the necessary energy and effort and time in it, but at the same time never at the expense of the hereafter. And this is where we cannot reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala except with the help of Allah. And by the help of Allah, we are aware of these four hurdles, and with the guidance of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we know how to deal with them and treat them, whether that is the whims and desires. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you and I access to nourish them in a lawful halal way. When it comes to our heedlessness can be cured by being always in that state of remembrance, dhikr. It removes heedlessness. When it comes to the beauty of this world, you can have your share of it, but never at the expense of your akhirah. And when it comes to the sin, you always beat a shaitan to being busy doing the good deeds, and never give a shaitan room to beat you to it and toss you or in the sin. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us knowledge that is of benefit to us. وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين.